Russia and North Korea continue to deny sending North Korean soldiers to fight in the war against Ukraine. This is despite the significant losses of North Korean troops on the front lines and the capture of two of them by Ukrainian soldiers. This opinion was expressed by the permanent representative of the Republic of Korea to the UN, Hwang Jun-kook.
Russia and North Korea still refuse to acknowledge the dispatch of North Korean soldiers and falsely claim that the military cooperation between Moscow and Pyongyang is in full compliance with obligations under international law.
Experts believe that the mid-assault tactics have proven ineffective, and now the North Koreans are being trained to fight in small groups of 2-3 soldiers to reduce casualties from drones and artillery. Russia is preparing to send a new batch of North Koreans to the Kursk region in March-April 2025.
North Korean soldiers have been placed on this conveyor belt of death in the war against Ukraine, let's say as part of the regular forces under full command by officers and generals, in units that are managed within their chain of command. Of course, there is a direct link to the North Korean dictator. I think he is fully aware of the losses that North Korean troops are suffering right now.
The Institute for the Study of War calculated that North Korean forces are losing approximately 92 soldiers per day since December 2024. President Volodymyr Zelensky previously stated that nearly 3,800 North Korean soldiers have been killed or wounded in the war against Ukraine. If the current trend continues, the entire North Korean contingent currently stationed in the Kursk region could be killed or wounded by mid-April.
North Korean forces will likely continue to suffer a larger ratio of wounded to killed in action, as is typical for armed conflict, and it is unclear if or when injured North Korean soldiers return to combat, from the report by the Institute for the Study of War.
NATO also reports high losses among North Korean soldiers. The chair of NATO's military committee, Admiral Rob Boyer, described the involvement of North Korean troops on Russia's side in the war against Ukraine as a strategic mistake.
We know it's about 11,000 soldiers that are in the Kursk region used by the Russians. Now we're mostly hearing from the Ukrainians that about a third of them are wounded and killed. And actually they are used in a not very effective way, because there is a language problem with the Russians. So coordination between the Russians and the North Koreans is not really possible. The Russians are using them in positions that are not exactly favorable and not necessarily as a shield or anything like that, but they are used in such a way that many of them are killed. Rob Bauer, chair of the NATO Military Committee.
Experts believe that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is likely to refrain from expanding military assistance to the Russian Federation, given the significant losses among North Korean troops. Meanwhile, Russia has been issuing fake IDs to North Korean soldiers, passing them off as ethnic Tuvans or Burats. These measures are being taken to conceal casualties and to hide the presence of foreign troops on the battlefield. Reported by Katerina Bastun, Victoria Smirnova, UATV News.